Hello my dear viewers and my dear subscribers. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is tissue. This chapter is included in Ncert book of class 9, and here we will be discussing various types of tissues, its properties and its function. So those who have not yet subscribed my channel, I would like to request you all to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for more updates. Before going to the chapter tissue, we need to understand what is cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of living organism. That means every organism in this world starts from a single cell, and gradually after division it forms into a multicellular organism. Even these unicellular organisms, they are having this single cell. And who discovered cell? Robert Hooke discovered this cell. So what is tissue? Tissue is a group of cells similar in structure and performing same function. That means these are group of similar types of cells. Okay, that means same types of cells. They are making a cluster and they are performing a single or a particular type of function which is very much needed for our multicellular organisms or for our day-to-day life. So we all know that there are two types of tissues, that is plant tissue and animal tissue. First, let us try to look into this classification of plant tissue. Plant tissue is divided into two types of tissue, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue is again divided into three types, that is apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. On the other hand, permanent tissue is again divided into two types, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue is again divided into three types, that is parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue and sclerenchyma tissue. Complex permanent tissue again divided into two types, that is xylem and phloem. Now, after this classification of plant tissue, let us look into the classification of animal tissue. So animal tissue is divided into four types first of all, that is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. This epithelial tissue is again divided into five types, that is squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium and glandular epithelium. Again, this connective tissue, it is again divided into four types, that is areolar tissue, adipose tissue, skeletal tissue and fluid. This areolar tissue, which is a part of connective tissue, is again divided into two types, that is tendon and ligament. And again this skeletal tissue, which is also a part of connective tissue, is again divided into two types, that is bone and cartilage. Whereas this fluid part, which is a part of connective tissue, is again divided into two types, that is blood and lymph. So let us first discuss about plant tissue. In this video we will be first discussing about the various types of plant tissue, mostly about the meristematic tissue, and gradually we will discuss all the different types of plant tissue as well as animal tissue. Now let us start plant tissue. In plants, most of the tissues are dead and provide mechanical support to plants. Now this plant tissue is again divided into two types, as you already have seen in the classification, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Let us first try to understand what is meristematic tissue. The cells of the tissue have the ability to divide and redivide to form new cells, and this performs the cell division as mitosis cell division. We'll come to this mitosis cell division later on in this chapter also. Now these cells found in growing areas of the plants, and which helps in the increasing of the stem and the roots. That means these meristematic tissues are found in the tip of the plants, that means tip of a stem and the roots, so that these plants can increase as much as possible. Meristematic tissues are divided into three types, that is apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Now let us understand apical meristem. Now, what is the location of this apical meristem? This apical meristem is found in growing tips of stem and roots. And what is the function of this apical meristem? The tissue helps in increase of the length of the plant. मतलब क्या है कि जो भी plants बड़ा होता है ना, उसका एकदम जो ऊपर का जो पोर्शन है और जो रूट्स का पोर्शन है उसमें रहता है एपिकल मेरिस्टेम, ताकि ये जो प्लांट है, कोई भी प्लांट है, ये बहुत ज्यादा ग्रो कर सके. ओके, दैट मीन्स द प्लांट्स कैन ग्रो एज मच एज पॉसिबल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ एपिकल मेरिस्टेम. Now the next type of meristematic tissue is lateral meristem. Now what is the location of this lateral meristem? This type of meristem is found on sides of the stem and roots. And what is its function? This type of tissue help in plants increase of the diameter and girth. मतलब क्या है, ये जो roots का या फिर plants का जो मोटापा है ना, ये जो plants जो मोटा होता रहता है ना, that means the girth, okay, the diameter of the plant increases. ये जो मोटा होता रहता है ना, plants बड़ा सा पेड़ जितना भी बड़ा होगा वो ज्यादा मोटा होता रहता है ना दिन ब दिन. Why? Because of this type of lateral meristem. Okay, अगर ये meristem नहीं होगा, lateral meristem नहीं होगा, तो plants क्या होगा? Plants इतना पतला पतला ही रह जाएगा. ओके, ये कभी मोटा नहीं हो सकेगा. सो द डायमीटर ऑफ द प्लांट्स इंक्रीजेस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ मेरिस्टेम, दैट इज लेटरल मेरिस्टेम. So the last part of the meristematic tissue is intercalary meristem. And what is the location of this intercalary meristem? This type of tissue is found at the base of the leaves or internodes. मतलब एकदम जो लीव्स के नीचे का जो पोर्शन होता है ना, मतलब जो भी स्टेम के साथ लीव्स जहां पे कनेक्टेड रहता है ना, उस पार्ट को कहते हैं बेस ऑफ द लीव्स. एंड बिटवीन द इंटरनोड्स, मतलब दो लीव्स के जगह पे, दो नोड्स के बीच में जो जगह होता है ना, उसे इंटरनोड्स कहते हैं. ओके, एंड व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ दिस टिश्यू, ऑफ दिस इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम? दिस टिश्यू हेल्प्स इन द इंक्रीज ऑफ द प्लांट ऑफ द लेंथ ऑफ द ऑर्गन्स लाइक लीव्स एंड इंटरनोड्स. मतलब लीव्स या फिर इंटरनोड्स जो बड़ा होता रहता है ना, मतलब नोड्स जो बड़ा होता रहता है, ठीक है, वो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इंटरकैलरी मेरिस्टेम. ओके, सो दिस इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ द intercalary meristem, is that it helps in the increase of the length of the organs like leaves and internodes. So I hope you have understood this chapter today. So see you into the next video of permanent tissues. Thank you.